president's pronouncements vis-a-vis the action that Kenyans do expect. And the Standard captures this. They say this unmoved by outcry. So, and they talk about the friendship that the president has with these three gentlemen. But if we may focus on what we are seeing on Shah, with the level of corruption, with the kind of admission that we are seeing from the CS himself and the ministry officials that yes, there was an attempt to actually defraud the government of 10 billion shillings, meaning that money was actually lost. Yet with this president, we're not seeing any action in as far as cracking down on the people closest to him. By that I mean members of the cabinet. We've seen, and you've served in the cabinet, Bwana Poghisio. And we saw even when Uhuru Kenyatta was president, he fired a number of ministers, a number of CSs when it came to corruption. Do you see any kind of commitment? Do you feel any kind of commitment by this president in as far as cracking the whip beyond the hot air that he talks?
Yeah, Fred, it's very difficult for the president to fire these people, these three, because I think there must have been some kind of commitment from the very beginning. You've seen how these three have moved around musical chairs. When everybody else was released, these ones came back, and they are there as it looks like this is the support system that the president needs to be in his office or whatever to run the country. However, with all the weaknesses that they are showing, okay, they're protected. These ones are ring-fenced. Everybody else can leave, but these ones are ring-fenced. And so the country is saying, who are they? Why are they ring-fenced? And all of them, except I haven't heard very much from Chirchir, but the others have been going around the country trying to talk about, what they do, more of speech. Let me tell you, one of the weakest points today is if these guys are stagnated at all the politics, thinking that by going around and talking, that they will be able to convince people and let them forget the real issues that they have. There is too much competition for our minds. There's very little space left for those kind of things. Because look at the young people. Do you think they'll be listening to this, or they're already busy with their phones, with whatever is content in the phones? They're trying to create content, they're busy. So who's going to listen to you when you say that I have closed hospitals? And I like the way the challenge came, that how do you close what does not exist, okay? Because I closed hospitals. Instead of saying probably I have deregistered so and so, the doctors concerned, they still have licenses. You haven't said what you've done to those licenses, okay? What are those licenses doing? They'll just move from this unit, they've left this, go to another one, isn't it? And go on the same. So why are we suspicious? We're suspicious because it doesn't look like these three who are here, and I think there are many others, but these three particularly are protected. And so why? Is there corruption happening in their dockets? These are some of the most difficult dockets to deal with. Roads and infrastructure dockets are very difficult. A lot of corruption there. This health, as you remember, we used to call it mafia house. It's very difficult. And Mr. Duale should just concentrate on sorting out the issues of health instead of going into politics. He's spending a lot of time doing politics. But there's so much trouble in the health department. Murkomen has his own problems with security, but he's busy also just lecturing everybody every day on the road. So I think the biggest question that everybody is asking is, Mr. President, are you able to remove the log, which is in your eye, which is this tree? Are you able to remove it? Are you not condemning a speck in Parliament, a speck in the county assemblies, a speck everywhere? What about the log that's very close to you? You know, we've seen how all these guys have manifested wealth, for example, how wealthy they are. They've shown it. So the only way that the president can do these things is by the way to try and tell his closest friends, I am now done with you guys. I've decided I'm going to fight.
Do you think he can do that? Do you think he has the ability right now, or he's too captured by probably some of the deals he made?
It is the only way. It's for him to come and say, now I have decided I'm no longer Saul, I'm Paul. And I'm going to fight this corruption. And I'm going to start from my own house and remove this so-called log, which is in my eye. So that's what I think that's going to happen.
Well, Deputy Governor, there's definitely a lot of finger pointing when it comes to corruption. Do you feel that the president, in him pointing out